All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to come to a close for the day. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Byzantine Empire. You know what I'm saying? Welcome, nation. Congrats. You made it. You know what I'm saying? Focusing and grinding to this level. It took a while to get here, but we made it. We're gonna get on we're gonna get into some other areas, yo. Areas to watch for within your own like relationships and families. If somebody like both parties, male and female, stop trying to flip the blame when it's your fault. Just accept the blame, accept whatever it is, just your fault. Practice on that. Like that'll stop a lot of friction. Stop looking to point fingers at somebody. Like more or less at this point, it's like a lot of things, regardless if it's the Byzantine Empire, like if something happened, it's being pointed back at me. You know what I'm saying? So same thing goes, same rules. So quit trying to flip things and be like, if you wrong about something, for example, don't flip nothing and you wrong about it and then want to come and say something like, oh, you just want to play the victim, and it's like you ain't even taking the time to even find out what is the victim in the situation. Like, why are they even saying what they saying? So a lot of times with the rural areas, what we get into is because of not being quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. We tend to process things different. It's on a wide stream of things though. The way that you eat, if you look at your food and you go look at the sodium area of your food, and your sodium area got numbers, meaning it's high, then it's gonna cause you to be that way, hot blooded. Duh, because you're not eating right. You know what I'm saying? So you can only eat so much of that stuff. So now you upset over little bitty things because you ain't thinking stuff through. Somebody come and tell you the truth, you don't want to hear the truth. You wanna keep on with that lie, and it's like, okay, fine, that's what you want, cool. Stop, you know what I'm saying? Stop wasting the time of each other. Stop wasting the time of each other and blaming each other. Like this is an area. A lot of stuff I'm saying I had something like I didn't dealt with it either in the past or might be currently dealing with whichever. I'm not really gonna specify if I'm dealing with it now or if it's in the past. But a lot of times, like I come from this area. If you act in a certain way, that's what it 9 times out of 10 is. And I've hardly ever been wrong when it came down to that situation. So if person is acting this way, it's like, okay, why are you acting this way? This don't make sense. Especially like if you're not cheating or you're not messing with somebody and they constantly saying these things, which is like even with me, I've had problems in that area. Like a person be doing something or saying something or acting a certain way because of where I'm from, and it doesn't happen like every single day. It's like when it does happen, it's like, yo, you like if you going to go mess with someone, just go. Don't you ain't gotta argue for us, fight, none of that. You ain't gotta create no space. And like sometimes like men and women, they don't know why they like why a person is starting to be distant. A lot of times they start to be distant because they like, okay, it's a lot of like this is what I know it to be when this is going on. So let me just kind of like gather myself. Let me get closer to God, find out what I'm doing, like what I'm doing. Let me go search myself. Forget what you talking about. Let me search myself because I'm starting to think like, okay, this can't be just all that person's fault. So men and women, like men, take the role on this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Separate yourself for a little while. Like step away from the bed for a little while just to be like, okay, let me search myself. Am I doing something wrong? Because you gotta figure out yourself. Like, okay, am I triggering this? So at one point you may feel like, okay, maybe it's sex. So you back off like, okay, have sex and this. Nah, it's still the same thing. Then you try to talk things over. Like, okay, now we talking business and we talking about bringing money in, and you're not putting in the same amount of energy that I'm putting in. Okay, what's this about? You know what I'm saying? We got the Byzantine Empire, I'm both. You know what I'm saying? King, queen, given this situation. These are the areas that we got to deal with. So when you're talking to or dealing with, like, I can easily go get my hair done and I look like a whole different person. Like, it's simple. Get my teeth done, I look like I'm worth $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? Put on some makeup here and there, I look like I can probably look angelic. You know what I'm saying? These are the places that you deal with. So when you're dealing with people with money, they don't come in and think like I think like that. So if you got millions, I don't care because like all I need is this, and I can get that by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like it may take a little longer because that person may try to block you, or that person may try to take what you had, or use what you know what I'm saying, what you doing or whatever to obtain it. Like I've seen before, like with my own two eyes, like a certain situation where a person that I would know or and I would see them in an area where it's like, well, money has to do with a brand or something that I've dealt with, and it's like, oh, okay. So then when I say what I say, it's like I'm not asleep. They tell me what's going on. Like it's whatever though. If that's how you want to do it, okay, cool. Do what you do. And they think it's funny. But God, like the funny thing is God take note of it because God takes the note of like it took me five, you know what I'm saying? It took me basically like 10. It took me about 5 to 7 years to like really figure that stuff out. So when you do these things, it's like, bro, we not back in them times no more. Like when you're moving in these areas and they doing this and it's like, yeah, you suspect for that. Like, I don't care. Like with me, if I'm gonna be with you, I'm gonna be with you regardless. I don't care if I got the money, if I don't got the money. If I got the money and you don't got the money, then I'm gonna be like, yo, check. All right, this is what we gonna do. This is your position. This is how we gonna ride. You got this. Let's go. Now you got your money. Now you got this. But when they don't see eye to eye and you like, you didn't put them in a position, you getting ready to do this, and then instead of getting the stuff done, it's like, nah, this getting done by somebody somewhere, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like they moving they self, and you know it, and you like, all right, this always happens. And then when it come down to a point, and like basically the feds get involved with something like that, and some numbers is not right, and somebody that did something, then it pops back here, and then I'm like, I gotta look at it, and it's like this time I'm not doing it. Like y'all gonna figure that out by yourself. I'm not doing it. I done did it every single other time. I'm not doing it. Every time I do it, I put in the time, put in the work. Like it takes a lot to get you out of the situation and then move forward. Then you get you out the situation, then okay, thank you. No blessings, no nothing. You just ran out. Okay, cool, whatever. Then when the feds and everybody get involved and now the money getting on lock and they starting to lock accounts. And then now I'm building mine and you coming towards me looking at me like, bro, you with us? You still with us? Like, bro, didn't you just leave me here, dog? Like, you left me right here, right? You left me right here. That's different if you got like a homie that's taking care of you low key and like, yeah, I got you, bro. Like, it's more like we trying to protect you type of thing. Yeah, I got you. Like, this is what we need to do. You need to flip them numbers like this and run that, and then that takes care of that. That's the only way that you're gonna be able to deal with it. If you don't deal with that way, then that's where they're gonna capitalize. If they capitalize there, bro, you subject to lose everything because you won't like they gonna feel like it's falsifying information. It's special. So just like children, come here. Special River, Josh. Thank you. It's like children. They come up like this. You know what I'm saying? Like little kids. They come up. Special delivery. Messing with you. You know what I'm saying? He don't exactly know that, okay, this is not the best time to. So you don't yell. You let him know, like, all right, I'm recording right now. We're going to do a segment with kids in a minute, okay? Okay. All right, go play. You have to learn to do that. I wasn't able to do that off the bat. When I first started, it was like, man, go sit down. I need to do this. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, that's what you're dealing with. So let's say, you know what I'm saying, they coming at a certain person. I'm like, all right, bro, you're gonna shut that down for a second and run it, but you're gonna like nobody get in, nobody get out, and you need to search everybody because somebody giving up the beans. Know what you mean? Somebody giving up the beans. Some people don't know this right here is what's saving a lot of like this in some forms is saving people. So they'll look at it like that nigga, I don't know who y'all talking about. But in order to find out certain things and movements and understanding, it's like, bro, we in a place that we dreamed of at this point. Like we dreamed about this. Like this was part of the plan. Like everything's going according to plan. So you kind of look at it, you like, man, is this real? This really happening this way? Like this is really happening this. It's really happening this way. So when you find out you're dealing with the Byzantine Empire, and then you find out the numbers and what everything that went with the Byzantine Empire, it delegates down to Russia. Like let me let y'all know. It delegates down to Russia. So that's why I say this ain't really fall. Like I just really ain't said it, but it really ain't fall. Like it's not it's pretty much it has not fallen. This is something that like it shifted and it just went to a place where it's like, all right, we're gonna basically a situation where it's like, all right, we're gonna go private type of situation. We're gonna go private, we're gonna move like this until God say. So then God like, okay, now it's time to move up and do this. And then you got people in positions, which I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes, but God say, all right, Josh, I want you to do this and move here, move here. I want you to develop the Byzantine Empire this way. You run for me, so now I'm building a Byzantine Empire. I done ran 932. I done